Hi, it's me, Angie from Learn Love Tarot, here to bring you messages of direction towards your best and highest good using the energies of the daily moon cycle and the planetary aspects surrounding us and how they talk to the planets in their own birth chart. This message is timeless as energy is cyclical. So do trust that whenever you find a message, that this message or parts thereof are here for you or someone that you may know. So, could be even someone that you used to know. So, Feast of Plenty, choices and their consequences. This is a 20 card. Today, I'm going to be asking mostly about the divine masculine energy. Because it seems as if, per my notes that are attached in the chat box there, and will be just attached later on the description part of the page, there are some choices being made here as we speak. Instead of bouncing off and returning to sender, that might actually land. Yeah, there's some definite intentionality here. And what we have with the sun, yeah, changes as well right underneath that. So a door is closing. We have a brand new door opening on Friday, which is going to be our 8/8 portal. I've already been feeling that energy. As a matter of fact, that's our 17 card there, which is the 8 energy. Leo strength. And that is going to be when the sun conjoins or clinks glasses and has a champagne toast with Sirius, the star, which is going to be our spiritual portal energy. So this looks like a new choice here. And if you have a look at today's notes, again in the description box here, there may be something in here that catches your eye. Will it be perhaps a date? What I found most interesting today, I didn't see till the very, very end, that Fortuna, the asteroid Fortuna, was exactly 4 degrees, 22 minutes, which is what I wrote up here as far as today's life path energy, and 22 being the energy of the master builder. What I put in my what I put in my wrote up. What I wrote in my write up, say that 5 times fast, is making this different choice or seeing something from a different perspective. We've been get a lot of perspective shifts here lately. Hey, 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 we missed you too. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Let's see what we got here underneath on the bottom. Yeah. Repairing the Veil, forgiveness. Our song was by Gautier today. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. And this is all about forgiving rather than playing the victim for whatever emperor role. This could be a boss, a father figure for you. It could be your own divine masculine in your life. And it can even be our own yang energy within our own selves. Where are we taking action, especially in relation to leaving old patterns behind? So I did put up the display of all the asteroids, which is where I got my fire plus water make steam today. It feels a little steamy. So let's see where we go here with the energy. I want to pull separately for the divine feminine. So I'm going to use my water deck there. We did have the moon move into Capricorn. And if you want to know what to do during a Capricorn moon, again, the link there in the description box, you'll see today's graphic for that. Now, Knight of Swords. So there is Cupid. This is Cupid energy, as I put in my write up today. Cupid is in the sign of Libra, as is which is an air sign. And then we have Psyche, the Page of Swords. Those two are together in the Lover's Tarot. So, and in this energy with Psyche being in Gemini and Cupid being in Libra, that energy is trining in your chart. And there is Cupid right there, very, very focused on his truth, because if he takes his eyes off of that truth, even for just 1 second, this big wave of emotion might swallow him under. It's like somebody can't stand it anymore. There's the lovers. So I had that number come up yesterday with our 2004, and you talk about steam. So there's all that water. And again, that is Gemini air energy there, communication. We've got the Page of Wands lighting this fire, throwing caution to the wind because of letting something else go. Today's energy, death and rebirth of that 13 card, adding up to a 4 of the Emperor, which is why I'm focusing on the divine masculine energy and the divine masculine wanting to balance out, wanting to contribute, wanting to make things even. So that's just at the bottom of the deck here in the environmental energy of the divine feminine. So thank goodness Miss Juno is about halfway through her trek of Scorpio. She's been wreaking havoc there for quite a while. We are halfway through, guys. So, especially if you have Juno and Scorpio in your birth chart, like I do, check and see where that is because, yep, there. This is Isis veiled, right? The 2 card there with that high priestess. And then by the time she makes it to her Empress energy, she's Isis unveiled. All right, let's get one more here. Hey, hey, hey. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, Miss Peg. I'm so glad to see you guys here. Smelly hen, you crack me up with your I can't even keep track of you. I missed you guys so very much. All right, divine feminine, your energy's changing too here. And then there is the Knight of Cups. So the Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Fortune is turning here in your favor because you've done some kind of renewal energy here. It's taken time. The Cups takes a lot more time than the Swords would. The Swords is very quick energy, freshman energy, we could say. And I consider the Cups energy more of the junior or your 11th year. Or year 11 if you live in Europe. So it looks like this Wheel of Fortune here is turning for the divine feminine energy. And with that energy, as I was saying in Scorpio, we've got Black Moon Lilith, but we've also got Juno there. And that energy is a little bit ahead of Black Moon Lilith, who is also clinking glasses with Vesta, which is the guardian of the fire. But that asteroid is sitting in a water sign. So again, water and fire making some steam here. And this Knight of Cups energy, which is going to be Pisces energy mutable, the Knights are all mutable, is learning how to scry, learning how to tap into that divine wisdom and following their high priestess, right? Following their own flow of energy and trusting their intuition here. Okay. All right. On the bottom of that here, Libra energy, Queen of Swords. So that's going to be making up that trine energy there with Cupid sitting in Libra. And that is sometimes the act of falling in love. And sometimes Cupid, the asteroid there, is just short term passion. But listen to the symbol that it's sitting in, a blazing fireplace in a deserted home. So this is all about the steam portion, right? We're stronger and wiser after touching bottom and rising up. Maybe this is even just a simple cup of coffee with somebody. You'll have to let me know. Again, have a look at the notes. If you want to close your eyes, take a screenshot, just point where your finger goes or look at the first thing that comes up for you or wherever your eye is drawn to on that page. And that is going to have something extra resonant for you there because that's about your own intuition, you learning to trust where your fingertip is pointing and where your eyeballs are taking you. So let's see where we go here. Queen of Swords, then, because of your discernment, because of you already have learning this lesson that the divine masculine is now faced with, this is energy turning in your favor. And because you looked at yourself, maybe you are the one that is saying, now you're just somebody that I used to know, and I'm reaching for a different wand here. Okay. Very fiery energy. Water and fire make steam right here, all in one section here. Let's see what's going on with the divine masculine energy. I think I'll use my fire for Mars. How's everybody doing? Oh, good. I'm so glad. Guess I should have double checked. I think the correct mic is on, so that would be good. We got Queen of Pentacles there in the bottom of the deck with a Queen of Wands. Maybe your masculine energy is making a decision between two energies at the moment. And there's the rebirth for the divine masculine I was just talking about. So let's go ahead and hold it there and see what's going on in that rebirth. Wow. So Emperor energy is tapping into his Venus. Okay. Intentionality. Wow. Bringing justice, bringing balance, like I said. And we've got here on the bottom of the deck, of course, that rebirth. 6 of Cups. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. We shall see. So with this purple energy as well, being that of the third eye, we hear, let's see, with Libra energy, that's the fireplace blazing here, rising up, because our light is never extinguished. So even if you're saying you're just somebody that I used to know, we've got I think like 7 points of retrograde, guys, in the sky right now as we speak. And this is kind of people from our past flooding our inbox. And I think I wrote something snarky on my write-up about that your inbox is now full. So I don't know whether you're going to accept this energy or not, but here's the apology. Here's the asking of forgiveness. And we do have the red thread of destiny making an appearance there at the bottom corner of that card to repair the veil. This apology, somebody is stepping away from emotions that in their own environment, again, divine masculine's energy, that no longer suits them. And here comes the Knight of Cups to match your Knight of Cups, or to match the divine feminine's Knight of Cups. And then we've got the fire energy in her environment. Okay, this card looks exactly like my friend Layla. She's that gorgeous. Yes, she is. But it looks like she freaking modeled for that card. I always think that's so cute. Well, well, well. Looks like somebody can't resist the feminine energy. There's the Wheel of Fortune again, guys. This is balance of energy on both sides. It just took them longer, took them a hot minute, and now we've got this double Libra energy, Queen of Swords, and the transformational butterflies that are all over her robe. Okay, let's see what else is going on here underneath the King of Wands. So in the divine feminine side of the board here, it is somebody hot, fiery, and passionate, but they're diplomatic. Okay, this is my hot Ray LaMontagne card here. He's all jacked up. If you've never heard his music, definitely Google him because it's wonderful. I've seen him live 3 times, and he is that cute. He's a little slim for my tastings, but anybody that can play music and play acoustic, that's some points in their favor, right? All right, let's see what we're going to keep out here on the board. I feel like I want to keep that same energy and just see where this goes here. Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands is heading toward a Queen of Wands. There's discernment in their energy. Okay, and then divine masculine's energy here at the bottom of the deck with their rebirth in the environment. This could even be, divine feminine energy saying enough is enough with these cups here. Maybe they were waiting for you to walk away from some kind of dissatisfying emotions, but notice that he is walking towards the Big Dipper, the big cup. And here it is on offer. It looks like the energies are finally starting to match each other. And with this closing doors, guys, that 5 of change, today's energy being August 5th, we have the Hierophant. It is like a what else is possible. And I would say, well, what is their intention here? What is their intention? Now, the interesting also with that, now you're just somebody that I used to know song. The album is called Making Mirrors. So, mirroring energies right here is what we're looking at today, and we're seeing that reflect in the cards. So, let me go ahead and get a general spread here laid on top for everyone, just to get a bigger portion of the story. And I like using my old school deck here. Well, I meant to grab my old school deck, but I grabbed this one. So, environment here, somebody's splitting. There's a tower that is already fallen there in the background. So this split feels like it is already happened here on one or both sides. All right, especially with that closing door being on the bottom. Boy, Queen of Swords, third time, you guys. Libra's playing a heavy hand here. Now, I've been seeing a lot of Libra energy and personal readings as well. And I feel like that is because it's opposing or on the opposite side of Aries, being the sister energy that is going to be with Saturn and Neptune and retrograde in Aries. And then we don't have any positions in Libra except for this asteroid that I found today, Cupid. Okay. And that is in a theme of reflection. This is about love granting wisdom. It is short term passion, which is very Knight of Wandsy, but it's not without heart. It's not without head as well. This is a balanced person that has some spicy communication for you, perhaps. Let's see what's going on here. Page of Swords underneath that. So there's Psyche's energy one more time. And just as an FYI, Venus warned Cupid off of Psyche and just said, no, you're not allowed to be with her. But it was only because Venus was jealous of Psyche's beauty. And they ended up falling in love anyway. So maybe that was not a great strategy for Mom Venus there. Should have used some reverse psychology there. Justice energy again here, more Libra coming out here. What else flew out? 4 of Cups. Somebody has been bored out of their gourd, guys. If this is you, like, what is happening? There's no new options that are showing up here. What I want doesn't want me, or what wants me, I don't want any longer. 2 of Cups in reverse. Let's see what else is happening here. Just some on the top surface messages seem to be pretty dang strong. This could even be the divine masculine and his balanced energy because of your own rebirth. The yin always is the start of balancing that energy. Yeah. Because you went towards your own happiness, that then activates the masculine energy of intentionality. When you're getting happy, that vibration raises, and we're walking here towards the sun. No more 2 of Swords. And there's the Emperor, the Hierophant energy that I just talked about being for the center of today's date, the 5 of change. All right, let's go from there. All right, there's that intentionality of truth, Ace of Swords, more air energy. So you guys are coming out for me here. Whoever's listening to this message, whenever you read it, you are the one, divine feminine, in the divine masculine's environment who has had a transformation here. Opportunity is, if it has not happened yet, it is about to happen. But maybe this door isn't yet closed for you, depending on what timeline that you're on. In the recent past here, Ace of Pentacles, some kind of tangible offer is what helps you face your sun. Okay, you already made some kind of a choice. You understood the consequences. There were 2 swords in that 20 card of judgment. Okay. And then the situation is radical honesty. Whatever you have ferreted out as, okay, I need to have some radical honesty about this, either this transformation or radical honesty about my own happiness. Maybe you're transforming or changing what actually makes you happy. We are allowed to change our mind, guys. So, it's not the it's not the early 20th century anymore where, you had to be a two-income household to survive. These days you can change your mind if something no longer works for you. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles, a family situation. There's that South Node in Virgo, and she is holding the red thread of destiny, which is the heart of the reading, which is what I was talking about here, repairing the veil with this forgiveness. Maybe this truth is we were holding on to some kind of resentment or anger. This red energy coming out of her mouth. It's like maybe we still taste the blood here in our mouths, or some kind. It's very, even though it's a Pentacles card, there's lots of feathers. Yesterday, the sun, or actually it was Venus, it was all about feathering her nest. Okay, near future, Page of Cups. So, wow, 2 pages of cups have showed up on both sides, as well as 2 Knights of Cups, and we've got the King of Cups coming towards the Divine Feminine because of her discernment to balance her own energy and go after what her passion. So, some kind of passion has been offered up here, or it's about to be, because you came into balance with your own energy. This Page of Cups in this deck is, I'm no longer the young siren that's pulling the sailors to their death, right? Maybe that's what's transformed. You're like, I want something real, real. And the only way I can do that is with radical self honesty. That's what I was seeing in the asteroids today. Again, there's a picture of those in the description box or in the chat box there. Let's look at what the block was. Yeah, you said you'd let it go, right? That's part of the lyrics to that song. There we have the World card energy. We also have the High Priestess there of the owl, and we also have the moon. So even though this is a World card ending a cycle, that was a special path yesterday. I posted notes about that as well. That was a special 3-day for the Empress energy. And I said, she has ended a cycle. So, what the block was before you got to your sun, because you're at the point of the sun now, you hadn't yet ended some kind of a cycle. What does Spirit want you to know? You can't run away from it, right? This is 7 of Swords here. Whatever truth you were trying to deny or not look at regarding a South Node karmic connection, perhaps, meaning not positive or negative, it's just energy that needs balanced out this lifetime, and that is sitting there in that South Node of Virgo. This is a Virgo card. We also, what is this whole reading about? Mars is sitting at the anaretic degree of Virgo, which is 10 of Pentacles, and we have that at the heart here. And she is levitating, and again, holding that red thread of destiny. Your repair, your detox, your water energy, repairing your heart, right? Is also repairing the air, allowing this steam to come forward. Whereas before, you didn't want that moon to show you what you didn't want to know. Okay. And that was the block because it wasn't closed out yet. And the situation has now come to a culmination. It's the policy of truth. right? You're already standing in your sun. Now we just need to be more intentional about where are we going now after this rebirth? What door has closed that now I'm not collecting skulls here. I'm the common denominator, and you know it. Ace of Pentacles, I create my own matrix. I create my own reality, especially using this discernment. That's what's shifted this energy for you guys. Good job. So whoever this reading is for today, uh, you got this cups energy coming towards you because this is Daddy Sadie's reward of the hard work that you've done here. The internal work. Hermit. The internal work. Okay, another Virgo energy. Virgo is also, like I just said, is Mars there, but that is the planet of communication, Mercury. Okay, so some communication again, something from the past, an issue coming up, what was once dead is either being resurrected in that retrograde energy. Somebody else is also inspired to learn their lesson, or now you're just taking action here with your own masculine energy. If you haven't walked away from this hard truth yet or towards your own truth, looks like you're about to. And divine masculine energy is all up in their feels, all up in the loves. We are shifting. That's funny. Libra Venus, also Taurus energy there. We saw the Hierophant, so double Libra energy here. Venus is moving into Libra. Excuse me. No, Mars is moving into Libra there next, just because we're at the anaretic degree of Virgo, which is all about rejecting the false. So this is justice. This is truth. So divine masculine energy is kind of jumping the gun a little bit. It's like that energy of, when you've taken your test and you're waiting for everybody else to take the test. This is divine masculine energy of someone who's already been through their test, and you feel antsy when you're waiting for other people, right? So they're feeling antsy as well because they've completed a test. This is the closest I've seen those two energies in quite a while. They're gaining and catching up space here. Let's see what this internal investigation of your heart might have revealed. King of Pentacles, change of values. I value my time, not only just my money, but my resources. I'm seeing that time is a more valuable asset, because same plus same equals same. And whatever this change is here, I'm talking to a divine feminine who has faced that honestly. And maybe there was even a pattern here attached, and you're like, no more. And the reward is that love is coming on. This initiates someone else walking away from their patterns as well. Angel of the Night. This is special to this deck, guys. So outcome for divine feminine energy is that you've done enough. You've done the work. You're already there. King of Pentacles, Taurus energy. Again, the Hierophant. This is a lesson learned, because the story's about a lesson learned, and it could have been learned the hard way. It took quite a while. King of Pentacles is the top step to get to the Emperor energy next. So again, for the divine feminine, this is about Emperor energy. For the divine masculine fire deck, it's about the divine feminine energy. So this is the angel of the night who says, you've done enough. Rest your head. I got it from here. You've done enough, divine feminine energy. So as far as this masculine energy here, let's see what's up with that. There with today of the 5, August 5th. And the situation, there it is again, Six of Pentacles that we saw over here in the Divine Feminine energy. Scooch this, repairing the veil up. 10 of Cups and the opportunity to have their own wish fulfillment. Notice that it's a Cups card, but those are pentacles falling from the sky. The lesson the Divine Masculine has learned is not only to embrace the Empress energy of balance, balancing his own yin within himself. He gets that if he puts the energy into love, into cups, that the pentacles fall from the sky. That brings balance without having to lift a finger. She's sitting down. The pentacles are just falling in her hand here. This is some kind of balance of truth for you as well. In their past, they caused some kind of Three of Swords because in this deck, she is holding the knife and she is holding the bluebird of happiness that unfortunately is no more. And this is a lesson hard won, either of action or non-action, of not learning this lesson, of repeating a cycle for your own yang, or this is for a person from your past coming towards you. The heart of the reading, the next step before the Empress energy. So heart of the reading is you. Okay, Divine Feminine energy here. Heart of the Divine Feminine energy is the last lesson of Mars and Virgo, 10 of Pentacles. And now we've got a divine couple here on the board, Queen and King of Pentacles. And in the near future, the Divine Masculine energy or your own action requires that we stop belly aching about something that didn't work out, because we get that it was just a lesson. We get that it wasn't meant to stay. Okay. Closing doors. Closing that door so that you can step into something new. Yeah. I said, I feel like the Tower already happened here. It's in the past as a block. Perhaps the Emperor energy was clinging onto a tower, or not realizing that this tower opens the portal coming Friday here for that 8/8 portal. The heartache of the lesson, setting down the burden, letting that past heartache burn up, transmuting the energy. Perhaps you did a type of fire release there at the last full moon, a release and let go moon. And what Spirit wants this Divine Masculine to know about balance. Okay, you're already at the point. I said the very first card out, she's not choosing to take on any more, right? Any more pirates, or I guess sailors, right? And what Spirit wants them to know is they cannot keep carrying someone else's burden. And especially if it's a burden that has broken their own heart. This is about choosing the sun. You're already coming in as sun energy. So I said it feels like this energy is very close, closer than it's been in a long time. And there it is right there. This is how close they are. You've already chosen it. This person is choosing whether to throw themselves off balance and get themselves in this trine of heartache if they don't allow this to burn. What's that, Usher? Let it burn. Outcome energy is rebirth. Queen of Wands. So they getting a glow up from the flow up as well here. That would be the Mars energy. Queen of Wands, Aries, and Scorpio. Water and fire, cups and fire. Make steam. This is hot, 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 guys. Sizzling. All right, let's see. That Queen of Wands goes with the as fueling the Hermit energy. 9 of Cups. And there's wish fulfillment there, and the opportunity is to have a 10th cup in there with them. And we saw that cup on offer multiple times here. And when I split the deck between masculine and feminine. Okay. Wow. Wheel of Fortune turns once again. That was the first card out for the Divine Feminine. We also had it come through on the bottom of the deck, double Divine Feminine energy there for that masculine. And now here is the masculine's energy, not far behind at all. So two people getting glow ups, getting a new chance at happiness here. And that wheel of fate is what is fueling the angel of the night. Your balance elicits the balance of the yang. The feminine energy of the heart decides, and then the action portion, our own yang, we take action on letting that tower burn, letting it go. So in the past where we did not want to look at a harsh truth, we see now here that this is what brings in this daddy saddy reward. And it's awesome. Yep, there's your manifestation. So 3 of Wands. See how she's holding the skull? That those were being looked at here in your near future. Now in their environmental energy, you're like, but now I have the wand with the snakes of knowledge wrapped around it. I learned this lesson. I was intentional. That brought my balance. I studied well. I regenerated. I reinvented. So whoever this reading is for here, I'm going to give you a round of applause because you're doing it and you're doing it well. Wow. Thank you. Oh my gosh, when I went into Five Below with my niece, I saw hula hoops and she kind of gives me the eye like, don't. I did. Got to do the little things that bring joy. All right, guys, let's find some advice for all signs here. Let's see what's up. There's definitely been an uptick in personal reading. So for that, I am very grateful. That has been a wonderful reminder that part of healing is helping others. And boy, oh boy, you just have no idea, even though that, they're coming, of course, for their reading, just even being able to learn from the people that I'm reading for, and also learn what's happening and what's kind of syncing with the energies here. I'd say we're on track here as a group. Advice here. We've got 23. Today's 5. Once again, closing door. Completion. It was in reverse. Eagle spirit. So our advice here is to allow our happiness to fill our heart's cup. And this isn't about blame of those past sailors, right? It's just, what was the commonality? Where were we selling ourselves short? And what is different now? How are you different now than you were then? You've come to that realization already. I feel like if you, divine feminines, any feminines that were runners, quote unquote, okay, I don't feel like you're running anymore. Wow. That part of your life is over here. You're allowing the lesson about your own happiness. If you haven't followed your own happiness, if you've overgiven to others, then not anymore. It doesn't behoove you, because then, you're still going to be unhappy at the end of the day. You've got to go for your own personal wish fulfillment here. So with the eagle spirit here being in reverse, those were all upright when I started. Let's check out what we got here from our spirit eagle. That's about rising above and seeing the bigger picture. And that was in one of the asteroids there today. Again, link is in the description box or in the chat if you're here with me now. Thank you guys for being here so much. Really appreciate you. Okay, so our protection message here with that eagle spirit in reverse. All right. If you are walking awkwardly and feeling embarrassed, Eagle Spirit is here to tell you that it's only because right now you are meant to fly. Soar over the troubles that have you feeling scared and alone. See the big picture, yet retain your eagle eye for the details that help you claim your wisdom and courage, that help you claim your wisdom. Spirit does not want you to run away from this truth, guys. And it's the truth of, I mean, this 10 of Pentacles is the pinnacle of Pentacles. So it's literally every minor arcana card. Obviously, that's going to be, but this is connected to the red thread of destiny. This is connected to your dharma, what you're meant to be here doing. And it can't be allowing, just collecting skulls here for fun. This is about gaining the wisdom, gaining the discernment of what keeps me in balance and what doesn't. Overgiving does not keep us in balance, but it feels like here you've grown a new starfish leg, or it's in process here of learning this lesson. Perhaps you're making yourself small for the sake of getting others to accept you. Now's not the time to be vulnerable and dependent, for you have the wings to fly on your own, and you need to do that at this time. There is no need to huddle in a shelter or even seek out a flock to support you, for Eagle Spirit says you have tremendous wisdom and courage within. Let it arise so that you might soar proudly, with the angels serving as the wind beneath your wings. From these heights, you can make the best and most powerful choices for the highest good of all. So those, again, everybody's on a different timeline, but with this energy cycle, if you are already facing your sun and you have not chosen the passed out sailor, that was not your dang problem to begin with. She don't know him from Adam. Okay, no more broken wings. This person was causing that death themselves, and this was, patterns that were not serving of the self. And this is a hard lesson learned here about our own happiness, about our own truth, and we can't walk away from endings even when it's not easy. 21 the world. Yesterday, my reading with that special path of connection with the Empress, and the World card energy. 2+1 is a 3. I haven't before gotten the mother wound, but I was very much getting that is what the Empress energy was dealing with. Someone and people that just want attention, with no intention of following through and making anything real. Okay. So, whatever situation that you are looking at right now within your own life, again, it could be anything. It's whatever it is you've been scared to walk away from, guys. Whatever it is you've been scared to walk away from. But the reward is huge here. I mean, hello. The Wheel of Fortune's trying to come in twice, not twice, 3 times. Maybe it's taking you a damn hot minute, but that's okay. Queen of Wands also there in their environmental energy. This is someone who just sees the greatness and the beauty that you have to offer here. Wow, this is all revolving. They know that the Empress holds the key to their balance, because it does. The Yang doesn't have any inclination to balance until they feel the change in the energy of the Yin. Okay, let's see what's on the bottom of that deck here. Fox Spirit 27, thinking on your feet. And that is Empress energy in my Guardians of the Night deck. That is the Fox is the Empress. Wow. And that's all over the place in the environmental energy or the energy of the divine masculine. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Let's go ahead and get some Aries. Where'd they go? Aries through Pisces, but we're going to start with Leo. Happy birthday to my Leos. Someone's always trying to clip your wings. Well, this is like a shooting themselves in the foot kind of thing, Ash, where they have done it to themselves. What flipped over there was reevaluating priorities, which is what I said over here. So if there's anybody that you need to forgive, especially ourselves, we didn't see the patterns before, we didn't see them. Now you are seeing them, and that wisdom then is turning into coin, turning into something tangible for you. All righty. All right. Accept what is dying there on the left-hand side. And we have the opportunity for the divine feminine energy for this rebirth here. Okay. Allowing that heart energy in. And I love that there's a heart on her third eye there. All right. Let's go. Leo through Cancer energies. Leo through Cancer. Give me a card for Leos, please. And that was the fire base for me today with all those asteroids, the fortune or Fortuna sitting in Leo. Oh my gosh. Leos, accept what is dying. It wanted to come out there twice, and that's the opportunity for the whole reading. Remember that the sun's energy affects us all. So that is for me confirming that that opportunity is here. Spirit wants you to know you can't run away from that truth, okay? No matter how ugly it be, unfortunately, all right, because it just lowers your vibration. They want you to raise your vibration. All right, let's look at Virgo. What's happening? What is advice here for Virgo about this wisdom that you've gained from transformation? Go for your dreams. And remember, we saw on the shuffle that five of cups energy with the split, where the tower and back was already falling. The split had already happened. All right. Tune out distractions on the bottom of the deck there, Virgo. And boy, oh boy, Libra wanted to pop out there. Libra, be open to love. And for me, that's close one door and let the other door open. We can't hang on to a past energy or a past truth. Okay, we've got to look at, well, how can I change that? All right, Libra, double towers there. Interesting, making that number 11. We did get the justice energy twice. Scorpio, think things through. Ace of Swords being the situation. What are we trying to walk away from here? What don't we want the moon or our emotions to see? All right. Count your blessings on the bottom of the deck there. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. I missed you guys so much too. I feel like I heard a flipper. Did I miss it? All right, let go and enjoy. Never knew a Sagittarius that didn't do that already, but okay. Let go and enjoy. And that's coming off this theme here. I'm seeing that accept what's dying in here and our opportunity here. Okay. Let go and enjoy. Be true to yourself, not just for someone else. All right, Capricorn. What's up with Capricorn advice to Capricorn? Remember, you got the Angel of the Night card. You got a 1 in 79 chance of that being the outcome and part of the outcome energy. And that special card for this deck is here, Capricorn. What is up, Capricorn? Thank you. Claim your art. I feel like that came back to doing it well. You're doing it well. Whatever you are doing well, whatever you are using that artistic energy for, whatever you're studying that's filling up your heart right now, that is only going to help you move through this transformation quicker. Okay, again, be true to yourself there on the bottom of the deck. Let's look at Aquarius. Boy, oh boy, last week, the last time I think it was Saturday when Miss Peg was there, Miss Reed, was there with me when my power went out all of a sudden. Oh my gosh, that was the worst. So I think we only made it through Leo and Virgo. Aquarius. All right, you're getting this wake up call now, Aquarius. You might be resonating more with the divine masculine side of the energy. Aquarius is a masculine sign. We do have Aquarius in Pluto, which is all about transformation, right? This transformation journey. So maybe Aquarius, you've had some kind of wake up call about this truth, perhaps, that's caused you to reevaluate your priorities. All right, Pisces energy, please. Give me advice for Pisces regarding this transformation and regarding what you've learned here at this ninth step at the top, holding on to your star and your lantern. Divine Feminines, there was a King of Pentacles and a King of Cups energy there. So someone very diplomatic, very artistic themselves. And then we've also got someone very grounded in their energy, but could be a little bit stubborn. Pisces, count your blessings. That's where our North Node is right now. That's going to affect us all. That's about participating in the transmission of love, transmutation of love and knowledge, a master instructing his pupil. So maybe an instructor has shown up for you, Pisces, or you are showing somebody else through what you've been through with your experience. Do all things in moderation and be patient here. So North Node is about embracing a new way, embracing our spirituality. And that's what's going to give us all power. So North Node and Pisces for everyone there. And maybe someone's going to be asking with sincerity, and that's going to be extra hard for you to say no or stand your ground. Not sure who that message is for. All right, let's see what's up with Aries. We've got Saturn and Neptune in retrograde there, about learning the skill of adjustment to feedback. Retrogrades are internal, so you are talking to you, yourself, and you. Also have Aries Chiron energy sitting there as well, the healer. Aries, correcting your mistakes. So learning the skill of adjustment to feedback, internal learning there. Correcting your mistakes, Aries, wherever Aries sits in your chart, that part of your life is where you are applying this. And there's someone around you that is speaking up. It could be about a mistake they felt you made. So someone like challenge, yeah, correct your mistakes. Aries, the Emperor energy. Today's number 4, the master architect, the master builder. So again, the Emperor is looking at himself, and this was all about fire and water creating steam. They're looking at their own soul and allowing it to speak, embracing your power, being patient, doing things in moderation. That is connected to Pisces for sure. Why is that connecting back? You might have to have, if that is new energy for you, someone kind of picking up and pointing out where you went astray there, Aries. I feel like we could take a beat from Pisces here, and I think you're learning to respond rather than react. You're like, okay, thanks. End of story. Thanks for showing me. Moni, nice to see you too. Thank you so much. All right, correct your mistakes here, Aries. It's your chance. All that fire, all those about seeing illusion, okay, versus delusion, if that retrograde energy. All right, Taurus. What's happening for Taurus part of our chart? Just follow your finger around and look at each life area as we go here. We did see Taurus come up in the outcome energy. Trust the divine plan. We don't have to force anything, Taurus. Okay. And divine feminine energy. This is all about lessons you've learned regarding rigidity or regarding a change of values. King of Pentacles and the center of your outcome story. Trust that divine plan. Okie doke. On the bottom of the deck, loving yourself there, which I feel that's what you're studying to do with discernment. And if you've already walked away from what didn't make you happy, you looked at an uncomfortable truth, this is the message for you today. You're getting the daddy saddy rewards, and you're getting angelic help to finish out the rest because you're probably freaking tired. All right. Gemini, where our psyche is there in our chart. Cupid is sitting in Libra, so the little young lovers of our asteroid there are flowing together. All that love energy coming on both sides of the table. All right. Come on, Gemini. What is up with Gemini? Keep getting sixes. Well, that would make sense. Gemini. Okay, we're going in 3 without a volunteer. Don't be wishy-washy, Gemini. Decide. 2 and 1. Top card. Be true to yourself. You don't have to wiffle waffle, okay, if you know what that is. 5, 6, 7. So 7 of Swords will be fixed air. And we've got that Ace of Swords as the situation. So Gemini, take a beat here from Aquarian energy. Just because we ignore that we need to end a cycle of some sort, okay, doesn't mean that it won't keep presenting itself. So your only lead here, your advice here, as you're looking back on those 9 steps you've taken, it's just about being true to yourself. Follow your heart and the pentacles follow. All right, bottom of the deck. Just have faith. If we're worried, that pushes away positive light and love and positive energy. It just brings more problems, okay? So make sure that we are not in the energy of rocking in that rocking chair of worry. Fun to do, but gets us nowhere. All right, last but not least, Cancer. Have that gorgeous Jupiter energy there in Cancer. Now Apollo is also there, so there's more of that water and fire making steam. Apollo's about male leadership, and we saw the masculine energy come out with that with the Venus energy of the Empress and the heart of the reading pre-Empress energy. So wow. All right. Okay, Cancer, got a couple here. All right. Making no judgments here, Cancer. Developing the will to make strong our claim towards fulfilling our own destiny. That's where Jupiter is. It's not about what makes anybody else happy. Again, take a note from Gemini. Just be true to yourself in that Cancer portion of your chart. Be of service. I say, no, not over service, right? Not over giving. Know when to say when. Okay. Where it's not about judging other people. Oh, they need my help, right? If they don't ask, then don't volunteer your time. Okay. We can't be the, what is it called? The lifeguards of the entire pool. Okay, correct your mistakes was already down here for Aries. And there's feminine energy with masculine on the bottom. Take the lead. Okay, we can make judgment calls without making judgments, if that makes sense. I hope it does. All right, guys. Oh, it is. Happy birthday to your grandson. And thank you guys again all for being here. I so appreciate all of you. I miss you so, so, so very much. And I'm got a lot of house projects going on at the moment, lots going on that I'm trying to get through and clear my space and just, bring some new energy in. Been a pretty rough couple of weeks. So, like I said, I've missed you very, very much. But it looks like here we've got some energy turning around. So, and masculine is closing in the lead and given a feminine energy run for money here just because you got your own balance first. That's what it takes. Whoever has not run away from that truth, that Daddy Saddy's here to give you that reward of that internal introspection. So again, round of applause. Good job to you. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye for now, and much love from me to you. Bye-bye.